Episode of That Mead Show. This is our second episode here live on YouTube. So thank you to everybody who shows up here live during the live stream, and certainly to those of you who show up after the fact. So, as many of you may or may not know, having been either new or returning to this channel, That Mead Show is my quasi news related show. We talk about competitions. I do a live mead review, pretty much just all things mead related, and just kind of focus on getting that out there to the public. So, thank you for today. Tonight we're doing everything all out of order there. So tonight we're gonna be doing a mead review on a maniacal meadery. It's called Shades of Transparency. This is their Eastern buckwheat traditional. When my buddy Steven reached out to me, he had asked me if I'd ever had a buckwheat traditional before, and I'm not sure that I quite had. I sit there and think back, and I may have, somewhere back in the Annuals of History, but I don't quite remember. So we're going to call this one my official first buckwheat traditional. Certainly my first one for the show. So I'm excited about that. Put that one right here so we can see that. And as you may also have noticed, I'll get this out of the way for a second. There's a plethora of bottles here behind me. The fantastic folks over at Blue Honey, they're in Ramona, California, are going to be joining me in a couple weeks. And their care package arrived today. And this was the lovely allotment of stuff. So I'm going to definitely be talking all these different mead flavors. I think we're going to be doing a tasting of most of these or some of these, or I'm not quite sure what's going to be going on. We're still putting that together, but at least a few of these will be featured during their review. That'll be coming up. And those guys on back at those a few weeks back. If you've been there, if you know these cats, if you wondered about their stuff, you've seen them online, definitely join us. Make an event in your calendar, whatever you got to do, set it up, and we'll be checking these things out. So looking forward to that very, very much. This was quite a haul, to say the least. I did not prepare any competitions today or any of the Instagram posts or anything like that. It's been a kind of hectic week for me and getting things together, waiting for this package with this honey and stuff at work. So it is what it is. And like I said, these are just kind of test runs, getting my legs underneath me here on YouTube. I didn't even actually promote this at all, so it doesn't surprise me that I don't have any viewers. But it is what it is, and it'll be out there. And that's how we do it here on TK and Drink. Sometimes we're flying high, sometimes we're flying under the radar, but we're having fun nonetheless. So, whoa, sliding off the table. All right, so Maniacal Meadery. Now they are I believe they're in Michigan. They might be in Illinois. Jeff's gonna kill me for not knowing this. Yeah, there it is. Man, yep, Salenti, Michigan. I spoke with Jeff, I don't know, about 18 months ago or so, December, I think, of 22. Maybe it was January of 23. I think it was December. I think it was before Christmas. But great dude out there. They make some really cool meads. They make lots of different types of sizers and stuff over there. They all come in these champagne, or not champagne, but these, like, I guess they're kind of like champagne-ish style bottles. This one came out a lot easier than some of the other ones I did. So, oh yeah, they got their little maniacal logo B on there. So this is, like I said, a buckwheat traditional. So this is their Eastern buckwheat honey. So we got our score sheet out here. Boom. Following along one, that's going to be a traditional mead. Subcategory is going to be B for a semi-sweet. It's not declared on there, but I'm pretty sure it isn't a sweet or a dry. It's going to be standard strength. I believe I saw on there was 12%, 15%. So actually that does make it into a sack strength, because anything above 14% is going to be sack strength. So as we know, 7 and below is hydromel, 7 to 14 standard. Anything above 14% is your sack strength stuff. And then again, the variety of honey on this one is going to be that buckwheat, Eastern buckwheat honey. So what do we know about Eastern buckwheat honey? It's nice and got funky. Everybody compares it to, like, says it's barnyardy. So it's going to have earthy kind of um, funky, like it's like kind of like fruit that's just starting to go bad and has a sweetish yet kind of aroma to it. It's quite unique in the fact that there's not a whole lot of meads out there that I've seen that really taste like this, or honeys that taste like that. And certainly a lot of people use them in traditionals. I have seen people use them to bolster, like cherry meads, or maybe an amalgamation of other dark honeys, something to try to boost um, the kind of roundness, the kind of the complexity of the meat itself. It throws some unique characters in there, very leathery at times. Um, so I'm definitely dying to see how this one turns out compared to just the honey. Sorry, labels out. We learned that back from the days of Rollerball. I don't know why I always say that. It's a ridiculous movie. All right, so let's pour some of that up. Definitely looking nice, dark, amberish hue to it. Oh yeah, definitely has that buckwheat honey-esque funk to it. Anybody who's had it knows exactly what I'm talking about. Um, it's like I said, it's very very unique, nonetheless. Yeah, it's very true to that buck. It's grassy, it's leathery, it's almost like a bit smoky, like a little bit like you when you catch like forest fire in the air, not like forest fire that's been out, but forest fire that's still burning, where it has that kind of burnt green plant in it, where it's like kind of sweet, but kind of like ooh a little bit. It has that, but in a pleasant way. So I'm definitely excited about that. Um, and then we'll revisit that when we get to the flavor portion of the profile. Mm, yeah, smoky, burnt caramel, um, like roasted malt ish, malty type of characteristics to it. Molasses, very all these like dark, earthy, roasty type of flavors are come out straight away. So let's get to aromatics. Fermentation type of character in there, like the fermented honey character, not like active fermentation or like fusel alcohols, but you definitely get a fermented buckwheat honey character in there as well. It's very true on the aromatics on this one. Complexity. There's no funkiness to it. I don't really pick up any off aromas or off aromatics. Um, yeah, alcohol ester. Like I said, there's no fusels in it. You get a really true expression of the honey character, as it would be if it was a true honey and the fermented version. So I'm guessing it was definitely back sweetened with um, the buckwheat honey to help pick that character up and make it pop in the final product. Aromatic with this one, I very rarely come across 10s, but I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a 10, because it is very true to that buckwheat character. Like I said, everything I've just been waxing on about. It's a 10 out of 10. All right, appearance. Dark amber in color. Maybe a slight haze to it, and it probably would have been clear, except for I picked it up out of the box and turned it on its side when I threw it in the fridge to get it cold, because that's the only spot that I had open. So it kind of probably shook it up a little bit, but pretty dang clear. Just a few little bubbles. I think those are mostly just from the pour, so it's definitely not carbonated or anything like that. It's definitely got some serious legs to it. It is gripping and dripping all over the bottle, and it makes it quite easy to objectify it like that. It is beautiful, wonderful legs in this thing. No floaties, no particulates to speak of. Color, um, nice, refractive. It's like got a nice mirror-like finish. There's no fists or anything like that. The meniscus, nice and clear. There's no browning or rust color or anything like that that would indicate that it was, say, barrel aged or had been oxidized or anything like that. So it's definitely doing good there. Man, my face is all sorts of glazed on this. I should have picked a different color on that light. Man, that is making my skin pop. Looking like Casper the Friendly Ghost over here. I'm whiter than my hat. Holy cow. Sorry, guys, I just got caught up in my camera. Going back to appearance wise, we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give this one a 6 out of 6. This thing is shaping up phenomenally. I don't see anything wrong with. I guess we say that reserve the 6 for. Um, you know, you always say the lesson is you can't die and take your points with you. I said a 6, I retracted to a 5, and I don't have any good reason. I was thinking other than, man, this might have a really high score, and I'm not sure if it should. But you know what? Give it the points out where the points are due. Don't second guess yourself. Gut instinct was a 6. We're gonna take it back, put it at a 6. All right. Smelling good, looking good. Ooh, definitely warm straight away once you get the swallow. It's definitely showing. Um, this is. I would call it in a competition. I would enter this as. I don't know what the residual sugar left on it is, but it's definitely got some serious sweetness to it. That buckwheat honey character to it is what I meant to say. So it's definitely present. Again, molasses, almost like a burnt caramel type of taste to it. Smoky, that campfirey almost, where it's not just smoke, but it's got that that kind of green plant matter that's been smoked and burnt in there and stuff. Well, along with it, it's very true to the flavor of again to the honey. I'm not sure on the complexity level what I mean. It's doing the honey character justice. So I mean, the honey itself is naturally complex by nature. So it's definitely got some nice complexity to it. Hmm. Um, it's got a little bit of acidity to it. Definitely takes a second for that acidic presence to pop in there. Mm. After this much of my glass, I got definitely got a little bit of tannic value. They're there. Would I say they're 100% in balance? No, but if you think about it like a pyramid, maybe it's a little bit out of balance. One side's a little shorter, the other, but they're all there. So not gonna slam it hard for that. Body got a nice mouthfeel to it, not too thin, not too heavy. It's definitely not leaning towards cloying or anything like that, but it's super not super thin and watery. It's got a nice medium body to it. It's still like this in that I enjoy it is sweet mead, like much more daily drive type of body that you're looking for. It's not heavy and weighing you down. The aftertaste is nice, not too lingering, but a good 3-4 seconds, and then it starts fading away pretty quick. It doesn't hang around in your mouth, doesn't like stick around in the recesses of your teeth and feel like you're sucking the bits of a jam sandwich out of your mouth, which is really pleasant. Like I said, there's a time and place for those, but this one is doing everything I would say a buckwheat traditional would do that I wanted to do. So that's again very appealing to me. Uh, no carbonation in there, so that's good. Again, aftertaste hangs out for a little while, about 3-4 seconds, and starts fading off. Uh, Sweetness again, I'd call it sweet. I could see how somebody would enter it as a semi-sweet, but I would definitely say this is on the sweeter side of semi-sweet. Um, so there's always that. So out of 24, I'm gonna say let's go ahead and give it a. I'm gonna give it a 20. You know, I think if it was a little more in balance all around, a little stronger acidic presence and the tannic presence compared to that level of sweetness that I'm picking up in there, that I think it might be a little bit score a little bit higher. I got bugs trying to get in my mead, man. Nothing I hate worse than a fly in my mead. So 20 on that. Overall impression, I'm highly impressed with this. I like it. It's enjoyable. It does everything again that you would expect a buckwheat traditional to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit this off with a solid 8. So 10, 20 is 30, it's 38. I think that's 44 if I do my math right. So 44 out of 44 out of 50, 4.4 out of 5, however you want to look at that. So if you ever have the opportunity, swing by Maniacal Mead. They do sell online and all that stuff. Check out their Shades of Transparency. I'm not quite sure if it's something they offer all the time, if it was a limited release or whatever like that, but it does at least stands a testament to their ability to make a traditional mead. Definitely check them out, look their stuff up, look them up. I'm excited to see the stuff that they bring. I don't think they may be coming to Sugar Belt Richmond. I'm not sure that they are. But again, check them out on their socials and stuff, and you can see what events they are going to be at and all that jazz. So today, like I said, I got this care package from Blue Honey out of Ramona, California. So I figured I was going to go over a few of these flavor profiles, give them a little bit of shine since they were courteous enough to ship out basically their entire catalog of meads. I have not had any of their stuff. If anybody has, shoot me a pop in the message. Oh, what's going on, Miss Cynthia? Good evening. How are you doing? Appreciate you popping in. All right. So first up and foremost up, taking the light, you get a little bit of light in your eyes there. This is going to be their honey lavender. So this is a lavender mead and lavender and vanilla, 14%. Obviously a still mead. A little something on the softer side of mead. This all around mead with natural flavors was made from lahua blossom honey and lavender blossoms and vanilla. It's sweet and soft on the palate, but strong on simple flavors. So that sounds really good. I'm a huge fan of lavender meads. I got to fortunately got to judge a lavender mead set at one of the competitions I judged at Mazer Cup, and that one turned out really well for me because I ended up getting to judge the second place winner for that category, and also happened to get to carry and distribute their stuff while I was working in Arizona because that was from Space Time Mead and Cider Works. So I'm definitely got a thing for lavender meads. What are we sitting here? We're looking at my kitty. Oh yeah, that's Mama Kitty here. She is a attention desiring cat. You would think she's got attention deficit, but she's not. She's just needy. Kind of surprised she's not over here trying to get much more attention now. All right, next one in the lineup says Blue Honeys. Make them say ananas. We can get that in there. Make them say ananas. This one we got. Man, I can't look how small that writing on there is. I can't read that. I don't have my glasses on. Even if I did, I'm not quite sure I would be able to pick up all that. But the pictures on there is a pineapple and a vanilla. So I'm hoping it's pineapple vanilla. Right here on the front it says pineapple mead with natural flavor. So pineapple vanilla, I'm guessing for that one. I do like the color on that. It's a lot. That's very, very cool color, especially if it's a pineapple mead. They got some nice. I feel confident that they got some nice saturation of flavor in that. All right, next up we got that that are really hard to get some defined color and fruit character in there, type of taste that strawberries are kind of known for. So I'm definitely impressed with the color on this one. I like that. It's got kind of like a rich, like whiskey-ish type of barrel-aged whiskey color. I'm definitely digging that one. I'm confident that that's going to have some serious flavor to it. Whether it's a good flavor or bad flavor, I'm not quite sure, but definitely interested in that. All right, next up we got Recipes. It's a raspberry mead. I can't quite read that. Maybe you could. Recipes. So again, can't quite read that. Oh, raspberry is made from. Recipes is made from Princess Blossom honey and fresh Driscoll rabbit raspberries. So definitely excited about that. Oh, what's going on, Steven? Appreciate you popping in, man. Thank you. Um, so yeah, I'm a huge fan. No, so this is my second one that I've read. The flavor profile, it was with a Hawaiian honey. So this one's Princess Blossom honey. I'm a huge fan of Princess Blossom honey. I'm dying to get more Princess Blossom honey from my man Sean Darrell Harris over there in Hawaii. He's everybody's man. That dude has some of the best honey that everybody's won awards with his honey. So look him up. Wokalei Honey Farm in Hawaii. Sean the Honey Man on most of the socials, and he's got limited supply of honey right now. He's got some more coming up here in about the next week or two. He said so. Be on the lookout for that. Um, that's very delicious. I'm not too. Oh, man, I'm not. This is the first time I've seen raspberry mead with that's this kind of transparent. Like most of the time, you get a raspberry mead. Most of the raspberry meads I've had in the past have had a much more significant amount of saturation of color. You know, a nice opaque raspberry. You know, you could tell that it was basically just like juice almost. It was so dark and thick in color. Not to say that they can't get a nice color and or a flavor out of that color, but I'm definitely trying to see if that one has as much flavor as some of the other ones I've had. Cool bottles, yeah. So these are the square bottles. These are olive oil bottles that they picked up somewhere, or olive oil shaped bottles. Most olive oil is going to be in a green, dark green glass to save it from light damage from UV rays and whatnot, breaking down the oil. So I'm not quite sure where they got these clear ones. Maybe they're for vinegar. We definitely had some of those when I worked at the vinegar spot. So I definitely think those are some cool bottles too. It's not something you see too many meaderies using, if any other ones. This is the first time I've seen them personally. So Steven says, I'm waiting on more Lahua Blossom for Beast Batch 2. Yes. That Tao's Beast that I had last week was delicious and amazing. And I'm definitely excited to see what Batch 2, yeah, lemon blossom honey and any of those honey varietals from Hawaii are usually a special thing. I freaking hate what's his name over at I do of Sean's tangerine honey. I don't know if he's got a deal going on, but it really bugs me because I've always wanted to get some tangerine blossom. Man, I got another bug in my mead. I've always wanted to try some tangerine blossom honey, and I'm sure I could probably find it somewhere else if I really try, but I really enjoy supporting Sean and his family since it's really just a family business. Sean and his wife, the daughter, I think his dad's with them, and maybe some of her family there, and they're on the big island in Hawaii, and they do it up. Protein in your mead. Yeah, that's what I need. Protein in my mead. I think the last thing this dude needs is a little more protein, but I'm sure it would be extra delicious. So, man, I cannot get over how freaking shiny and glossy my face is. I feel like I'm like a mannequin on display. Or actually, this side would be the more shiny side. Thank you all for putting up with my silliness tonight. It's been, like I said, it's been a long week at work. All right, Blue Honey. Now, this one I understand is their raspberry lemon. This one is their raspberry lemon drop, and as I understand it, this one just took like 93 points at one of the wine competitions recently. Let me set that down. Check. I don't get very knowledge. So here, just that's not natural competition that I am excited for them to catch 93 points to get to try. So this one's our lemon wines themselves. Wine are bursting fresh local fruits of the sea. Served chilled. Beware, our lemon wines are deliciously dangerous. Is it flashing? It's flaring. I hope it's YouTube. We've got some incoming monsoon storms here. I have some lag going on. Well, Miss Cynthia, I am on hotspot, so it's likely that it could be my hotspot, could be the monsoon coming in, it could be gremlins. Who knows? Unfortunately, internet is never as stable as I want it to be. But yes, you're right. It does sound delicious. Um, so yeah, raspberry lemon, a lemon wine with raspberries. So that'll be certainly be better. Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for refreshing. Yes, you're very welcome. I think that'll be one of the better ones in the mix, probably. All right, scoot that back a little bit. Next up, we've got. I have not tried any of their stuff yet, Cynthia. They just all of these just arrived today, and I really wanted to try some. I was considering trying one of theirs and doing the review for it tonight, but I had this other one already planned out for that. So just kind of do these as a little showcase or with them here. So blueberry natural flavor, a blueberry is made from blueberries, not mead from blueberries, made from blueberries, blueberry juice, or blueberry blossom honey. See, I'd have to have a disagreement with that. One sip of our purple gold will delight your palate and have you feeling supreme. Purple rain indeed. So it's a blueberry mead. I do like the color of this blueberry one versus some of the other blueberry meads I've had in the past. It definitely has a nice, deep, reddish, purplish hue to it. So I'm sure that one's going to be packed with blueberry goodness flavor. I'm super excited to try that one. This one here, Transcendent. Ooh, this one's like it might have got something spilled on it. Oh, might just be some crud from the box. This one is a cranberry mead with natural flavors. So, oh, we've crafted a seasonal libation by caramelizing local wild alfalfa and buckwheat honey. So, buckwheat honey and alfalfa honey, both shades, so caramelized, and tossed in some crushed transcendent crab apples. So, crab apples with two different types of real, and alfalfa is another one of those like dark, like buckwheat honey, very dark, very earthy, very kind of funky in its uniqueness. So this is two different types of dark, funky mead, and then with crab apples. So this is going to be tart, earthy, smoky. This is probably going to be really good. I'm actually thinking this is probably going to be one of the more undercover winners of the group, based on what I'm reading on there. So I'm definitely excited for that crab apple. I've had several apple meads, several sizers, but I'm not quite sure I've had a crab apple mead before. So I'm excited for that one. We got the yellow jacket here. Yellow jacket mead with natural flavor. So this a little different. This will surely taste. Buzz your taste bud. Infused with real lemon juice, warm spices, and monkey pod blossom. Again, another Hawaiian variety. These complement nicely with notes of lemon, anise, and vanilla. So that's going to be your herbal metheglin. So going to be vanilla, lemon, anise. Monkey pod blossom kind of has a natural lemony type of characteristic to it already. So that's going to be definitely another citrusy bomb. That would be a good one to have in put in like a sleepy time tea or a chamomile tea, something like that. Make that a little bit of an adult tea. Yeah, buddy. Choppy connection again. Choppy connection. It's not showing it on my message or on my end this time. Man, usually it gives me a warning before it gets all cruddy on my end. Here. Yeah, still saying I got it. If you can read that. So it says 5G on there. So can't do much else, man. I apologize. And this was one of the things I was really hesitant about coming over to YouTube. Maybe until I get at a permanent place with like a landline internet connection. I may just have to go back to doing um, the mobile stuff because I definitely have a stronger cell signal than. And it's weird because the hotspot would be going off the cell signal because it's pulling the cell signal into my phone, um, and pumping it out to the hotspot. But maybe that's just like too much interpolation difference that it's losing. But I'm sorry. I apologize, and we'll see. Well, thank you for the no worries message. I appreciate that. We'll get it figured out all together. It's a team thing. All right. Next up, we got toffee scotch. So I'm guessing this is a toffee butterscotch type of flavor. It says mead with natural butterscotch and other flavors, 14% alcohol. Yeah, so this is unfiltered raw honey is caramelized to be carefully craft traditional. Familiar notes of oh no, because they say butterscotch flavors, caramel and butterscotch dance together and finish. Yeah, I mean, I that is absolutely terribly small, and I'm going to ask them about that when I talk to them. So, but it's a butterscotch flavored bochet, so that'll be pretty um, that'll be pretty delicious. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. I just trying to provide the best quality product I can, given my resources available to me. So appreciate you guys. All right, this one's called the CEO. So this one better be hitting heavy, man. It's called the CEO. Mead with natural chocolate. Going on. I mean, it's like crisp with chocolate orange. Hey, man, nothing better. Like I love a nice, creamsicle ice cream, and again a chocolate orange in like the holiday season. So maybe you get a chocolate orange and get it like leave it out, get a little soft, maybe set it next to the fire, soften it up a little bit, throw it in your ice cream. Maybe like shave it, do some shavings in your ice cream there. That would be delicious. All right, so the is CEO is not messing around. When you need to get it done, the CEO is your drink made with coffee, citrus, blossom honey. Again, another Hawaiian varietal. Mixed honey, citrus and citrus blossom and coffee blossom mix. So again, citrus doesn't necessarily have to come from Hawaii, but the coffee blossom probably did. Um, this libation is loaded with a hint of crispness from the oranges. Cheers. So I have orange mead. I'm gonna say I necessarily avoid, but I don't certainly seek them out. I have not had an orange mead that I've really liked in the past. I would say ever. A handful of them were okayish. I believe I even reviewed one um, back in like my first review days. I think from Space Time Mead Insider Works. It was again another chocolate orange flavored one, and it was decent. It wasn't anything to write home to the folks about, in my personal opinion, um, but it was definitely not horrid. I believe I did have one. Now that I think about it, that was like made with like orange flavoring, and it was just it left a lot to be desired, to be honest with you. So was that. So I'm definitely excited to try this one. And the last, but certainly hopefully not least, and I probably should have started this one, is their Adam and Eve just traditional. Well, Adam and Eve traditional mead. They're gonna say just traditional. So it says traditional mead or honey wine on there. So Adam and Eve. This traditional mead made with Albraza and full blossom honey. So no, it's not even just a traditional. It's a dual varietal traditional. Again, the color of the text gets lost in the. Oh, see, now it looks really nice. I wish I could probably read it better on here than I could if I focus the camera here. Let's see if I can. Oh yeah, here we go. That's like way better. This traditional mead is made with Albraza and apple blossom pear. Yeah, see, I can't read it there, but you can kind of see what it says. Maybe is it coming across mirrored on your end, or can you guys? I'm hoping you guys can read that, and it's not all mirrored. I have to. I hit the feature on there, so you should be able to read everything. See, I'm used to it being mirrored, but now it's not, so I'm trying to get used to that too. So I thought that was one of the neat features of being able to come on YouTube, is I could have it be in the not mirrored mode. Oh, now I'm all hazy because I'm out of focus. There we go. All right, so that's the lineup. Now I believe they did have a few more meads and wines and other products available there as well. They are on Vino Shipper again. That's Blue Honey, um, Blue Honey of Ramona, California. Let's see here. I'm trying to pull them up real quick, and I was really excited because when I was doing these on Instagram, they would pop in on a fairly regular basis. I'd say probably two out of every three interviews I would do, they would pop in and have something, a comment to leave, something nice to say, or at least leave some reactions and whatnot like that. So let's go ahead. They got this new feature that just came out, so I'm gonna go ahead and try this. Do the screen share with the Blue Meads, Blue Honey website. Yes, share. And let's see if we can't get it side by side. View tab. Is it? Oh, see, now it's not showing it on my end. Oh, there we go. View tab, Blue Honey. What is it? No, this one. There we go. Oh, hey. Well, it kind of did it. I was hoping it would switch those around. I want to be. Nope, that wasn't the right one. Minimize that one. Maximize that one. Nope. Minimize this one. Maybe if I do this, put that onto that side. There we go. Hey, now we're cooking with gas. And see if I bring that one to the front. Nope, it's just going to make that one be at the front. All right, there it is, what it is. Yes, I'm over 21. So this is their website. Hey, they got a nice little chat menu that pops up over there. That's always cool. I like seeing that. See, 15% off and free shipping on 6 bottles or more. Hey, that's always nice. Automatically taken out at discount. So 6 bottles. Definitely see what they got, more than 6 bottles and flavors to choose from. So let's go with their mead. This website is easy to navigate. Looks very old school, which is kind of cool. Kind of like a retro website. Let's go to their mead page. If it pops up. Mead and honey wine. Oh, where's their shopping page? I like to look at the Vino Shipper pages because they usually show you all their flavors going on. And this is getting kind of lost in here, picture wise. I am surprised that they don't have. I wonder if I can click on this, if it'll take me shipping. I'm surprised that they don't have their a listing to their. Oh, maybe that's the shop there, or is that going to be there? Oh, here we go. All right, here we go. This is where you use the flavors. All right, so the Adam and Eve got on there. Hey, look, I can read Adam and Eve. This is Blossom Honey, aged in bourbon. It's bourbon traditional because got barrels with a rose into intimidating to actually finish on their brain. So this one a bronze at 21 mead crafters. So blueberries and citrus. The last blueberry citrus honey I had, you know what? I take that back. There's a few blueberry citrus honeys I've had, and they varied from not good at all to amazing. So that'd be interesting to see how that one turns out. That's my jam. That was the vanilla, and then with the strawberries, so nice strawberry, vanilla, and coconut blossom honey. So that one I'm really hoping has some kick-ass flavor to it. Honey lavender. So again, winemakers challenge 24 best and gold. Toast to the coast. So, and 23 Orpheus Mead Fest competition gold. Valkyrie's gold for 23, 22 Mazer Cup gold 21. So that one, that honey lavender, I'm super excited. Now I see 22 Mazer Cup Gold. Was that the? I think the year I was there was 21. Mead Crafters competition. So I didn't get to try this one at Mazer's Cup. That's just unfortunate. But I'm super excited to try that one. 2024 Toast of the Coast Silver to Winemakers Challenge Silver. So that's that's that toffee scotch one, yellow jacket, bronze, 45 points at Mazer Cup. Even 45 points is will take golds in some competitions. This one seems like it didn't win at that one. Um, it says 42 and a 45 there, so I'm not quite sure if there's just a typo error there. But even so, those are both respectable scores for Mazer Cup, bronze. So these guys definitely everything. They're entering almost all their flavors into competitions, and just to get some, I'm sure, critical feedback. So that gives me a lot of hope for these having some solid flavors to them. Make them say ananas. So that's that pineapple one. Okay, so here we got a little 5 sampling kit. Purple Rain, that's my jam. CEO and toffee scotch. Then they've got a blueberry and the big stuff. That's the strawberry wine. There's the lemon drop. So definitely excited about that one. Ooh, a strawberry lemonade. I'm not quite sure what that. Oh, the raspberry lemon drop, then a strawberry lemonade. So that's probably like the same thing. Lemon blueberry tart. So blueberry. So all three of those are probably those lemon ones that they're talking about. The summer sunset ripe strawberries. So that one's just the strawberry wine. So raspberry lemon, strawberry lemon, blueberry lemon, plum crazy. So a plum wine, maybe plum and lemon. I think just plums. Venus, another dark chocolate and strawberries. Another wine tasting kit. Summer Sun says lemon lush, raspberry lemon drop, and blue. I didn't see lemon lush up there, but they might be sold out of that. Ooh, a Mother's Day gift set, probably left over from Mother's Day. It looks like you get a mug and a coaster and stuff. And some of these things may be not on there. Yeah, that might be something that they just forgot to deactivate. They don't have the honeycomb coaster sets anymore or something. But never hurts to ask. Those are some cool ceramic mugs. Doing ceramic, a lot of mead makers prefer something clear so you can see through it. But that is very cool looking. I like their logo with the bee sitting on top of the world like that. Not something you see a lot. And then the honeycomb coasters, those are pretty cool looking. It's like I like the round outset, inset, knockout type of thing. T-shirts are always dope too. So whatever you need. I didn't see a couple of these. Oh, I didn't see a CEO on here, so they must have sold out of the CEO since Yellow Jacket Recipe, Transcendence, Make 'em Say Ananas. Yeah, so they must have sold out of the CEO. So unfortunately, that's not going to be one you're going to be able to grab. But I pulled out my tab, and now it's making me do funny stuff on my end. All right, there we go. Let's get back to just stop this page. There we go. Now we're back. So I could read a little bit of the government warning. Yeah. So again, thank you. A huge shout out to Blue Honey over there in California. Go give them a follow if you want to be a part of that thing. We'll be on August 22nd live. Not quite sure if that's going to be on Instagram or here on YouTube. Are going to continue to play that by ear for a little while, but I can guarantee you're going to start seeing significantly more advertisements and marketing for these interviews as I'm finally getting them lined up, stacked up, everything's organized. I've been, like I said, traveling from coast to coast, getting settled in, getting in at the new job and everything. I'm finally in a spot to where I'm comfortable and ready to get this thing kicked off. So TK and Drinks is kicking back into high gear, and you're gonna be seeing, like I said, a significant amount of content coming out of here compared to your previous couple months, which has been almost nothing. But I appreciate everybody giving me their time and patience with that, because it's been stressful and challenging. The family has really pulled through and gave it their all, and it's been definitely for the better. We're really digging it out here, and got things that are just popping up. Hide the message, play the message. Oh, I love doing that. That's freaking rad. Here's one here. Miss Cynthia had a question. Says, have you tried a mint mead? Yes, actually, one of my favorite meads that I ever had was a mint julep. If you have the time, you can search through my video history. Um, on live streaming YouTube, put my YouTube side. And I'm trying to do that. But if you want to go through there, I did uh, for a company that is no longer in, but their name was Black Labs, and they'd named their Black Labs Meadery after their two black Labrador dogs. And one of them ended up passing away, and it was their last bottle of mead that I had purchased from them, and I had saved it and popped it open and did one in honor of Petey, their dog, who passed away. It was called, I think it was in honor of Petey or something like that. But it was amazing. It was mint julep flavored. It was, I don't know if it was just in the moment and the I was just kind of overcome, and it was the culmination of everything. But that, honestly, I would do some sketchy stuff for another one of those bottles, because that stuff was just a wonderfully delicious amalgamation of flavors that I would strive to make something like that. If I ever did make a mint julep flavored mead, I'd call it Petey after that one, because I thought that was just, again, a phenomenal mint. Everything, a mint julep should be: sweet, just the right amount of mint. It didn't come off like toothpastey or candy-ish or anything like that. It was chef's kiss. So yeah, it's back in there if you have the time and energy to go look. I'm not seeing it come through. I don't want to make it lag too much by searching in the background on YouTube. So there's that. I am going to pour myself a little bit more of this, though, because I am really, really, really enjoying this. Oh, my man Steven here in the comments. I don't know if he's still watching. I hope he is. He's the one who's hooked up this bottle from Maniacal Mead up there. So thank you again to Steven. Also the one provided last week's bottle of that lemon hop mead that was, I strive to make that are going to be this good. Again, something else I'm going to ramping up on here too, now that I'm kind of more settled in. I pulled all my honey out my buckets and got all that stuff ready to go. Yeah, Maniacal buckwheat trad, buddy. Get the TK and back up and going. I've honey connection, or a guy who's got some ability to get me some honey, and I'm hoping we're going to be able to make that happen. Oh, and it's official. TK and Drinks is picking up his first meadery shift next Saturday on International Mead Day. Anybody who's available, come out to Funktastic Meads in Midlothian, Virginia, and you can see your boy up there serving up drinks and hanging out, being all official in this Funktastic shirt and whatnot. So I'm definitely excited about that. Whoa, cats are going buck wild in the back room. Buckwheat wild in the back room. But yeah, so anybody, like I said, who's able to make it out to Mead Day at Funktastic, come on out and hang out with me, have a drink, and support the business, and support TK and Drinks. Give me a like, a follow, a subscribe, a share, any of that type of stuff. Oh, they did have a new thing that came out, so maybe I should see if I can't pop this on here, how it works. Was it under captions? I think it was under captions. There it is. Boom. You can go ahead and follow me over there, TK and Drinks on Instagram. Unfortunately, I can't change the speed of the scroll, but it goes on there. Yeah, so I do a lot more of my day-to-day posting and stuff over on Instagram. Do interactions with a lot more people over there. So anybody who wants to follow me over on TK and Drinks, I'd certainly appreciate that. Any subscriptions, shares, always apply to the YouTube person trying to get their word out about them. You hate asking for a little bit of assistance, because people usually just do it on their own. Sometimes, if you're so the rest of the event, anytime in there, if anybody has questions, would love to hear them. Whoever's in the see what else is coming up. Yeah, say Mead Day, International Mead Day is coming up next Saturday. So anybody who's got a mead from an international place, definitely time to pop that bottle open, do some picture posts and shares, all that stuff. If you're going to a share, definitely take some pictures, tag TK and drinks. Would love to see what everybody's got going on and drinking over at the places I can't get to. I'm gonna do what I can to post some pictures of being at Funktastic and the whole hopefully wild ruckusness that's going on. I remember first Saturday just used to be Mead Day for everybody. For it was just Mead Day. Then I think it changed. Was it last year or 2 years ago? And now Mead Day is in like October, and International Mead Day is the first Saturday in first Saturday in August. So not this Saturday coming up, not like day after tomorrow, but the following Saturday. Yeah, first Saturday in August. So I think this the third this year. Um, I don't know. It's a whole internal semantics thing. Some people got a bee in their bonnet about it being in the summertime and too many things running together, and then all of a sudden there's too many festivals and it's hot to ship mead in the summertime. And I don't know. It's a I, as far as I'm concerned, yeah, it's kind of lame. And then there's like Homebrew Day is another one I think that just happened a few weeks ago. Uh, they could all be the same thing. I'm personally in favor of separating them out because that's more days that we get to celebrate and drink mead and hang out. And you know, wassail. I can certainly some people get, you know, there were some places that had events and stuff kind of say built around that, but certainly scheduled around that. And it is what it is. Unfortunately, I don't think it's something to start a big fight over. But like I said, I can see how people would be getting upset and frustrated over it. So I'd pulled the meat out of the freezer, nice, get a nice chill on it before I started. And now that it's been sitting for a good, almost an hour now, it is definitely taking on a much fuller characteristic to it. That toffee, that earthiness, that kind of smoky burnt caramel, as the molasses, all those flavors are certainly more pronounced than they were before. Definitely got some warmingness from that 15%. You can taste that 15% in there. It's not trying to hide it, but it is, like I said, I'm highly impressed with it. Sweet. I'm calling it sweet, even if he doesn't label it sweet. I'm calling it a sweet. Sweet, still, sack strength, buckwheat traditional, shades of transparency. I should probably pull up the Maniacal website, show off some of their stuff too. Said, be crazy, drink Maniacal. I did not ever have a chance to visit these guys, unfortunately. I am heading to Detroit in a couple weeks, at the end of, I'm heading to Detroit at the end of August for some training for work. I'll be there for about a week. And I'm hoping I can get to Shrams. I'm hoping I can get to Bee Nectar. And I'm not quite sure located next to my maximum be. I would they're giving us a rental car to take and driving down to Toledo, Ohio. Is the name of the hold on, Jay. Ooh, excuse me there. And hooking up down at Four Fires. It's about an 80 something mile drive down from the hotel where I'm at to Four Fires, but I'm not sure if I'll ever get another opportunity to make it down to Toledo, or when the next opportunity I will to visit. I'm trying to rack up notches on my belt, if I'm being completely honest. Especially cool ass places like Chris is an amazing cat. Shrams is awesome. Bee Nectar is, Brad is like one of the godfathers in the industry at this point, basically. So I'm excited to visit some of those cats at least. I don't think Shrams has a tasting room open anymore. I'm pretty sure they closed down during COVID, and I'm not sure that they ever quite opened back up, which would be a real shame. I would really like to get to visit them. I already talked to James and Allison. I'm hoping I can. I reached out to James and Allison. I hope I can get a hold of them and link something up and maybe at least get like a little low key visit or something going on. Go to Four Fires, and yeah, I keep saying Toledo. It's not necessarily Toledo. Oh, you better come to Maniacal. I don't know how far away you guys are from where it is. I'll definitely pull it up pull it up on the old nope, meadery is open Friday and Saturday from 8 to 12. Oh, the Maniacal's only open from on Friday and Saturday. Yeah, I'm gonna be there Monday through Friday for a work thing. I fly in Monday around lunchtime. Got a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday work gig, and then we fly out Friday like afternoon at like 3 or 4 o'clock. So I'll be free after I think the class is from 9 to 5. You're 40 minutes from, hey, 40 minutes I can do. Oh, the meter is, oh, Shrams is open Friday and Saturday from 12 to 8. And Maniacal is only 40 minutes from Detroit. Okay, 40 minutes from Detroit. If it's only a 40-minute drive, that 80-minute drive down, we want to make that happen. Maybe if the guy I'm with me wants to go, because there's two of us going in, and I don't want to just bogart the car the whole time, which would be a real dick move of me, and you know, not necessarily fiscally responsible either. But I'll see what happens. I can tie some things together and figure it out. But I'm committing right now to you, Jeff. I'll be out there at Maniacal. Go see you, hang out, and maybe get a pour of a more current version of this if you got some on deck, because this is fucking delicious. He said, do you live in, you could offer a ride to where, to what? I'll hit you up in the private messages, Steve. I don't know quite where you're at in the area, but I'm definitely definitely interested in that. Have a good night, Miss Cynthia. Appreciate you for popping in as always, and see you next time I come to Phoenix. We'll meet up. That's not the edge of the screen. Other way, TK. Edge of the screen. Fist pump. So, like I said, I'll send you a message there, Steven. Appreciate that. You're 15 minutes from Maniacal. Yeah. So I'll let you know where I'm going, and we'll get that all squared away. But yeah, so that's TK and Drinks plan. We got interviews starting back up. Over interviews. I scheduled first one on the dock for the next Sap Meadery out of New Hampshire. Those were quite good to pull that one together. I don't have a third. Don't catch me on Thursday. You know what? Saturday international. It's going to be full Mead. I want to start out of Poland. I remember talking to some international mixed up, but there's a serious participant in the Mead Madness Cup over there. Sorry about that. Hopefully it didn't cut out too bad. Then on the August 22nd, we are going with Blue Honey. These cats here. Excited about that. Then see September. Skeptical Mead. So continuation in the home Mead Meadery series. Definitely interested in talking to Skeptical Meads. And then on September 19th, Deadwood. Now these guys are up in just outside the Las Vegas area, out I believe in Pahrump, Nevada. Anybody who knows where that's at, that is not where you would expect to find a meadery. It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it's outside of Vegas. It's well, anybody who ever played Fallout New Vegas kind of knows the name Pahrump and all that. But definitely been trying to get a hold of those guys as well for quite a while. So I'm excited. I'm starting being able to pull in some meaderies who I haven't been able to get in touch with previously are starting to reach back out to me. And I'm going to start. I've been kind of avoiding it for a long time because there's so many meaderies to choose from. But I'm going to start doing a revisit series and trying to catch up with some of the meaderies that I've talked to in the past. Where are they now? Kind of just retouch base with people because there's a lot of awesome people that I've talked to, and at the end of every interview, I'm always like, "Hey, we should do this again sometime." Well, no better time for some time than now. So, like I said, you can expect to see some of those here coming up in the future, along with a new TK and Drinks thing I'm starting to put together. I've got Funktastic Meads on board. I'm going to be reaching out to a couple other people. Maybe Maniacal Mead might be one of them. But we're trying to do a new, like a TK and Drinks review with you type of series. You and TK and Drinks, not me, like you, the mead maker. I mean, like you, the viewing audience, and TK and Drinks are all going to have a bottle of mead together, and we're going to get online like this, and we'll get the live with the mead makers and do like a live review and tasting all together, kind of like a panel thing, like a Zoom. Not quite sure what to call it yet, but I'm super excited about putting that to stages right now. But it's definitely coming down the pipeline, so keep your eyes out for that. And um, it's been a long day, a long night. I appreciate everybody for popping in. Certainly, everybody in the comment section tonight. Thank you so much for finding me over here on YouTube and helping make this an awesome experience and making it worth my while and solidifying my choice to come over here. So I'll see you guys all next week for another live stream. Y'all have a phenomenal night. And until the next one, peace.